Hello there, and welcome back to another Pokemon video. This time we're looking at the Psychic type Pokemon in the base game Scarlet and Violet in the Paldea Dex. So we're going to start off with number 62. Which is Ralts, the Feeling Pokemon. The horn on its head provide a strong power that enables it to sense people's emotions. 63. Curlier, the Emotion Pokemon. It has a psychic power that enables it to distort the space around it and see into the future. 64. Gardevoir, the Embrace Pokemon. To protect its trainer, it will expend all its psychic power to create a small black hole. 65. Gallade, the Blade Pokemon. When trying to protect someone, it extends its elbows as if they were swords and fights savagely. Number 66. Drowsy, the Hypnosis Pokemon. It remembers every dream it eats. It rarely eats the dreams of adults because children's are much tastier. 67. Hypno, the Hypnosis Pokemon. When it locks eyes with an enemy, it will use a mix of psi moves such as Hypnosis and Confusion. Next we have, or we should have, number 100, Oricorio, and it'll be the Pow style. I assume I've said that right, or Pow style. The airy dance of these Oricorio is popular as a means of maintaining good health, but the Oricorio themselves are hard to find in Paldea. Next we have 111. Spoink, the Bounce Pokemon. Spoink will die if it stops bouncing. The pearl on its head amplifies its psychic powers. And 112. Grumpig, the Manipulate Pokemon. It can perform odd dance steps to influence foes. Its style of dancing became hugely popular overseas. Next we have 153. Bronzor, the Bronze Pokemon. Ancient people believed that the pattern on Bronzor's back contained a mysterious power. And 154. Bronzong, the Bronze Bell Pokemon. In ages past, this Pokemon was revered as a bringer of rain. It was found buried in the ground. Next we have 161. Meditite, the Meditate Pokemon. It never skips its daily yoga training. It heightens its inner strength through meditation. And 162. Medicham, the Meditate Pokemon. Through yoga training, it gained the psychic power to predict its foe's next move. And then next we have 166. Armarouge, the Fire Warrior Pokemon. Armarouge evolved through the use of a set of armor that belonged to a distinguished warrior. This Pokemon is incredibly loyal. And then we have 183. Espeon, the Sun Pokemon. The tip of its forked tail quivers when it's predicting its opponent's next move. And then 192. Girafarig, the long neck Pokemon. Though very small, the brain in its tail is still considered an important organ because it emits powerful psychic energy. And 193. Farigiraf, the long neck Pokemon. Now that the brain waves from the head and tail are synced up, the psychic power of this Pokemon is 10 times stronger than Girafarig's. And next we have 234. Gothita, the fixation Pokemon. This Pokemon is normally very innocent. When it is staring at something invisible, it is unblinking and utterly silent. 235. Gothorita, the manipulate Pokemon. This Pokemon will hypnotize children to put them to sleep before carrying them away. Be wary of nights when the starlight is bright. And 236. Gothitelle, the astral body Pokemon. Gothitelle unleashes psychic energy and shows opponents dreams of the universe's end. These dreams are apparently ethereal and beautiful. Next we have 241. Indeedee, the emotion Pokemon. This is the female form. It dislikes conflict. If a fight occurs in its territory, it uses psychic power to throw things at its combatants in an effort to drive them away. And then the male version. This Pokemon picks up on positive emotions of other creatures via its horns and uses those emotions to fuel itself. And then next we have 255. Rabska, the rolling Pokemon. The body that supports the ball barely moves. Therefore, it is thought that the true body of this Pokemon is actually inside the ball. And then 263. Flittle, the frill Pokemon. Flittle's toes levitate about half an inch above the ground because of the psychic power emitted from the frills on the Pokemon's belly. And 264. Espathra, the ostrich Pokemon. It immobilizes opponents by bathing them in psychic power from its large eyes. Despite its appearance, it has a vicious temperament. And then next we have 282. Hatenna, the calm Pokemon. Because the emotions of others constantly flow into its head, this Pokemon prefers environments where no other creatures live. And 283. Hatterene, the serene Pokemon. To this Pokemon, strong emotions apparently feel like incredibly loud noises, even if the emotions are happy ones. And 284. Hatterene, the silent Pokemon. Hatterene knocks out those that intrude in its home forest by blasting them with a beam, then slashing with claws enhanced by psychic power. And then next we have 313. Oranguru, the Sage Pokemon. People used to mistake Oranguru for a human when they saw it issue command after command to other Pokemon of the forest. And then 324. Slowpoke, the dopey Pokemon. It is incredibly slow and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack. 325. Slowbro, the hermit crab Pokemon. When a Slowpoke went hunting in the sea, its tail was bitten by a shoulder. That made it evolve into a Slowbro. And 326. Slowking, the royal Pokemon. When its head was bitten, toxins entered Slowpoke's head and unlocked an extraordinary power. And then we've got 335. Bruxish, the Gnash Teeth Pokemon. It grinds its teeth with great force to stimulate its brain. It fires the psychic energy created by this process from the protuberance on its head. 373. Veluza, the Jettison Pokemon. When Veluza discards necessary flesh, its mind becomes honed and its psychic power increases. The spare flesh has a mild but delicious flavour. And lastly, we have 377. Screamtail, the Paradox Pokemon. There has been only one reported sighting of this Pokemon. It resembles a mysterious creature depicted in an old expedition journal. And that is every psychic type Pokemon that is in the Paldea Dex for the base game of Scarlet and Violet. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.